That's why I wrote it on your thing. That's why I wrote it on the note for you. Because I forgot. Because I was in a hurry trying to get the copies made. So thank you. So that's why I put it down. I came in on the 5th.
Sorry about that. Sun came out though. That was nice.
That was good to see you. Wasn't that nice to see you?
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, who's nominating you as the moderator? Is Bob or you are?
No, you're to me, yeah. So we're just going to have no, because it's all online, right? When you're in your car. Yeah.
Limitation.
Yeah, there's only one point, and they can make a motion to change one of the line
That
items.
hasn't been changed since July. If you apply since then.
Yeah, I would be too.
We're surprised they have more
No.
parents.
I'm always looking for a note at best.
Change. And then the Charter Revision Commission put it in the charter. It's really 8. That's what makes the medical skills for about. I wish I should have told you. If I was telling you.
Yeah, I know. I'm at a call to Dr. Lunch and said, yeah, while I'm talking to life, there's nothing I can publish.
Recording it. That way, just we weren't waiting on another. We are recording.
Put it in the minutes. Yes.
Coca-Cola.
Excellent. Advice.
Like Chad,
I got it on.
That's Terry.
Oh, yeah.
That we went away on vacation. Our sister in Canada. Saying, I want to have to pump finance. She was blind last week.
I think I
I'd like to call to order the annual Summers Town Meeting at 7 p.m. And first of all, I'd like to request, I'm Tim Keeney, by the way, First Selectman. I'd like to request legal notice for the annual town meeting to be read by the town clerk, Dave Marty.
Okay. Legal notice, Town of Summers, annual town meeting, Tuesday, May 6, 2025, 7 p.m. Notice is hereby given that the annual town meeting to act on the following items will be held on Tuesday, May 6, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the Town Hall Auditorium. Number 1, to elect a moderator. 2, consider the annual budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 as proposed by the Board of Finance, consisting of total revenues and expenditures of $41,816,120. 3, to set the date, time, and place for a referendum by optical scan voting on the question of adopting the annual budget as proposed. Selectmen recommending the referendum be conducted on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. at the Town Hall Auditorium. Dated at Summers, Connecticut, 21st day of April, 2025. Board of Selectmen, Tim Keeney, First Selectman, Bill Meyer, the Third Selectman, Bob Schmidt, Selectman. Publication date, Saturday, April 26, 2025, in the Journal Enquirer.
Thank you, Dave. First order of business this evening is to elect a moderator, and I open the floor to nominations.
Nominate Tim Keeney.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none. All those in support of myself, Tim Keeney, being the moderator, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Nay. Next order of business is to consider the annual budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 as proposed by the Board of Finance, consisting of total revenues and expenditures of $41,816,120. Do we have a motion to accept the annual budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 as proposed by the Board of Finance, again consisting of revenues and expenditures of $41,816,120.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Now we're at the stage where we're open for discussion. I just might add that the only amendments that are allowed to the budget are those that reduce a specific line item in the budget, and that's the only amendment that's permitted legally. Are there any amendments, or is there any discussion to be had on the budget? Yes, ma'am.
I
Just
guess,
state your name and
okay.
your address would be
I'm off
excellent.
for
Thank
sure.
you.
Janet Warnock. I guess I'm feeling a little insecure in the fact that we're having a budget that's increasing as well as a property reevaluation in the same year. And it's going to hit some of us very hard. I don't know what the solution is. I understand the problems that we have with households, as well as the problems that your government, you're ahead of our country, is giving all of us today. We're fearful of our Social Security. We're fearful of what little income we have. And we're facing an increase in our taxes as well as an increase in our reevaluation. It scares us to know it end. I don't know what the solution is, but I think we need to be very careful not to push so much on the seniors in town that the people who have stayed with this town and helped it become the great town it is aren't forced out of it. So I asked you to look at any other ways we can save. I had texted you once before about can we drop the limit that's up for what your income has to be able to have a reduced tax in this town. Is there some way they can add to it that we can deduct our medical or insurance costs? Because we have so many outrageous high costs in our stage of life that even if we could take our income and reduce it by our medical costs or our insurance costs, it would help us. We need to find some relief somewhere to be able to stay in this town. And I just want to speak on behalf of a lot of the seniors who are looking at a lot of frustration and a lot of fatigue as far as not resting with the laurels we have now and saying, what can we do for the seniors to let them stay here? And I'd like you to make sure that's something you consider for the future.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Warnock, for your comments. Appreciate that.
Ms. Warnock, what's your address?
80 Maple Street.
All right, thank you.
Does anybody else like to make any comments? Amendments? Hearing none. We're at the stage we're going to vote on the let's see. So all those in favor of the motion on the floor say aye.
Aye.
All those against say no, nay. The ayes have it. If there's no further business on the agenda, do I have a motion to adjourn?
We have to set the referendum date.
Oh, sorry. Got to do that, sorry. Final item on the agenda is to set the date, time, and place for referendum by optical scanning vote on the question of adopting the annual budget as proposed, with the selectmen recommending the referendum be conducted on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. at the Town Hall. Do I have a motion to set this date?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Do we hear a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
We're adjourned.
What